Hello, my name is Sanika Mari. My today's topic is the human skeleton system. The human skeleton is the internal framework of the human body. It is composed of around 270 bones at birth. This total decreases to around 206 bones by adulthood after some bones get fused together. The bone mass in the skeleton make up about 14% of the total body weight and reaches maximum mass between the ages of 25 and 30. The human skeleton can be divided into axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton is formed by the vertebral column, the rib cage, the skull and other associated bones. The appendicular skeleton, which is attached to the axial skeleton, is formed by the shoulder gill, the pelvic gill and the bones of the upper and lower limbs. The human skeleton performs six major functions, that is the support, movement, protection of blood cells, storage of minerals and endocrine regulations. The human skeleton is not as sexually dimorphic as that many other primate species, but subtitle differences between sexes in the morphology of the skull, dentition, long bones and pelvic exist. In general, female skeleton elements tend to be smaller and less robust than corresponding male elements within a given population. The human female pelvic is also different from that of males in order to facilitate childbirth. Unique, most primates human males do not have penile bones. The skeleton serves six major functions. First is the support, movement, protection, production of blood cells, storage of minerals and endocrine regulation. The after first is the support. The skeleton provides the framework which supports the body and maintains its shape. The pelvic associated ligaments and muscles provide a floor for the pelvic structures. Without the ribcage, costal cartilages and uh, intercostal muscles, the lungs would collapse. Then the joints between bones allow movement, some allowing a wider range of movement than others. For example, the ball and socket joint allows a greater range of movement than the pivot joint at the neck. Movement is powered by skeletal muscle, which are attached to the skeleton at various sites on the bone. Muscle, bone and joints provide the principal mechanism for movement, all coordinated by the nervous system. It is believed that the reduction of human bone density in prehistorical time reduces the agility and the dexterity of human movement. Shifting from hunting to agriculture has caused human bone density to reduce significantly. Then the protection means the skeletal helps to protect many vital internal organs from being damaged. The skull protects the brain, the vertebra protects the spinal cord, the rib cage, spine and sternum protects the lungs, heart and major blood vessels. Then the blood cell production. The skeletal is the site of hematopoiesis, the development of blood cells that takes place in the bone marrow. In children, Hematopoiesis occurs primarily in the marrow of the long bones, such as the femur and tibia. In adults, it occurs mainly in the pelvis, cranium, vertebra, and sternum. Then the function is the storage. The bone matrix can store calcium and involve in calcium metabolism, and bone marrow can store iron in ferritin, and it is involved in iron metabolism. However, the bones are not entirely made of calcium, but a mixture of sulfate and hydroxyphosphate, the latter making up 70% of a bone. Hydroxyphosphate is the turn composed of 39.8% of calcium, 41.4% of oxygen, and 0.2% of hydrogen by mass. Chondroitin sulfate is a sugar made up primarily of oxygen and carbon. Then the endocrine regulation is last function. Bone cells release a hormone called osteocalcin, which contributes the regulation of blood sugar, means the glucose, and fat deposition. Osteocalcin increases both insulin secretion and sensitivity, in addition to boosting the number of insulin production cells and reducing storage of fat. Thank you.